Okay, so just a quick demo of some of the exercises from the Reformer 101 program from week 1. We've got an equipment intro and then a talk about Pilates principles, whatever you want to share with them as far as Pilates principles. And then the last little piece of that, I have marching. So marching, just working, teaching them about that lumbopelvic stability, finding that happy place for their pelvis, and how they find that abdominal control, and just marching, right? Feeling that they're not letting your hips rock and roll side to side. So looking for that stability while marching. Then introducing foot and leg work, heels, arches, toes, Pilates V, lift and lowers if you'd like, if you feel like they're ready for that. But always making sure that you get the running in place, right? The calf stretch at the end of that footwork. And then from there, coming into chariot abdominals. So I generally use one red spring for the chariot abdominals, foot bar down. So either starting with the knees bent, a little bit of space behind the back of the hips, chariot abdominals, focusing on that roll up, keeping the hands low. And if they're finding that abdominal control and nice articulation through the spine, add in the bicep curls, maybe even a single leg raise, some marching here, challenging that stability, maybe some presses, and so forth. Then going into bracing. So coming back onto our backs, loading up the springs for your foot and leg work and bridging resistance. And we'll do bracing and then bridging, and bridging with marching, and bridging with marching and bracing. So bracing is a little bit more of that abdominal connection. So from here, raising one leg, bringing same arm and same leg to the thigh, and just pressing the hand into the thigh into the hand, feeling that inward knit of the belly with the postural connection as you brace. And set it down, take the second side, brace. Feel that abdominal awareness activate and release. Then taking it for that anterior oblique sling, bringing the heel of the hand to the inside of the thigh, feeling the adductors into the obliques, into the serratus, and taking opposite arm and leg, pressing into each other, feeling that control through the abdominals and that anterior oblique sling, and up. So from there, we will start with a little bit of bridging, rolling up, and then waking up that posterior oblique sling, feeling opposite or glute to contralateral lat, and so forth. And then feeling glutes to opposite lat. So you get posterior oblique sling, and then anterior oblique sling, and press. And reverse, glutes to lats, adductors to obliques to serratus, and back, and roll down. And then bringing it into supine arm work. So just getting them used to playing and changing the strings, whatever you like to do your arm work at. Supine arm work, starting with those legs in tabletop, getting them used to being able to stabilize that position. Start with just the presses. You might take from here the tricep presses. And again, this is kind of up to you to find what you want, or to decide what you want to offer with them. Arms out to the side. You might bring in circles. You might even bring in both arms circling in the same direction, depending on the coordination of the group. Then, whatever degree of hundreds prep you'd like to offer, whether it's arms down and feel the pump, or arms adding the cervical and thoracic nod. Maybe even letting those feet stay rested on the bar and just practicing that cervical and thoracic nod. Maybe not even using the straps, holding the legs, and just finding that ability to find the curl without the tension in the lower back. Then we take it into all fours, knee lifts, forearms on the foot bar. So I like to do this with one yellow spring. And this is knees at the front edge of the carriage, forearms on the bar, chest open, abdominals lifted, finding that neutral spine, floating the knees back so that they're at about 90 degrees. We're gonna tuck the toes under, stabilize, take a couple of repetitions of just breathing. So feeling that sense of lift in the abdomen and feeling the lateral breath work. So feeling the ribs expand and contract. And then with the abdominals lifted, just pressing up and setting back down. Trying to stabilize that carriage. Open chest, scoop the abdomen, and set it back down. Just for them to feel that connection in a different position. And then changing the straps again, preparing for your foot in strap work. And so from here, just again bringing their awareness to that lumbo-pelvic stability, starting with frogs. Very stable, getting them used to keeping their feet together. And V's, working in whatever range is doable for them without feeling the tension in the back. And circles in each direction, of course. However many repetitions you would like to offer. And then bringing it into the hamstring stretch and the piriformis stretch and the standing lunge stretch. So for hamstrings, everybody does it a little bit different, I think, but I like to double strap the leg, get those hips nice and square, let it relax, and lay that leg on top of the wood or down into the well, whichever feels best for you. And then switch to the other side. Again, however you want to give them a hamstring stretch. I just tried to offer a different type of stretch each week, demonstrating another way that the reformer can be used to help find stretch. Here, and then for the piriformis stretch, I like to bring the straps around the thighs, like so, and cross the foot underneath the strap, and bring it into that figure 4 stretch. And then if you want to take it even far, well, this is good for now. And switch. Same. And then standing lunge stretch. So standing next to the machine and arms straight, finding that hip flexor stretch. Side, same thing. And that's week 1.